So, for you single guys who are out there dating and you're wondering why are these women the way they are? Where are they getting these ideas from? We've got some videos we're going to watch today that will answer all of your questions. Let's go.
Be careful using this strategy because it works extremely well. If you want that man obsessed, this is a tactic that's used by the CIA and the FBI. There's actual neuroscience research behind it. This is the dopamine gap strategy. Basically, be warm, but be strategically available. Let me explain what that means. The brain releases more dopamine in anticipation of a reward. Think about how that works in the brain. When a reward is unpredictable, the brain remains super fixated on it, which is basically why the guy that gives you mixed signals is the guy that you want more than the guy that's clearly into you. This is all science. This is how the brain works, which is fascinating once you understand, and then you can actually get ahead of it. Attachment from these men, that's a whole other conversation. You can watch any other of my videos talking about detachment. We're talking about how to seduce today, how to attract, how to be in your power, understand your brain, understand your attachment style, understand your loops so that you can get ahead of them, manage them, and then not only that, you can leap forward into your most inner seductress, most powerful, beautiful, delicious, amazing self. So when he knows when to anticipate your call, your text, you're going to be available whenever he wants to see you, the brain no longer thinks that you're unpredictable. So it starts to settle down, okay? There's no danger because you're super predictable. Not necessarily a bad thing, but that's just how the brain works. So once his nervous system basically stabilizes and understands how predictable you are, he no longer has to work to chase you. There's no anticipation, there's no buildup, no dopamine spike. But if you're busy, if catching you is a little more difficult, if it's unpredictable, his brain doesn't fully get closure, and the brain hates an unfinished loop. And then he starts building some cognitive tension. He's trying to understand, when is he going to see you next? When are you going to call next? Are you even interested? You're giving him that dopamine simply by not being available. Can you believe that? So again, step into your power, ladies. Understand how simple it is to have the man chase you. Not that hard.
Okay, so let's start off here. You've got so much Botox in your upper mouth and lip area, your face isn't moving. You can't speak properly. You're enunciating too particularly, what's the word I'm looking, triggering. That's the word. Yeah. Now, besides that, I don't even know how to begin. I don't even know how to ask the question, who gave you this idea? The idea, oh, wait, I just thought about it. That's how women's minds work. That's right. Women like the bad boys. Women like the toxic guys. They'll even tell you this. This isn't even something that they're going to deny. But for some reason, they're getting it in their head that men want the same thing. I don't know about you, but when a woman starts acting inconsistent with me, it's either time for one of two things. I'm going to walk away, or it might be time for a discussion on how I prefer consistency if I feel that relationship is worth investing in. Now, this is not the only thing that women get in their minds cross-eyed because they think that, oh, this is what I would think or how I would feel. So men must apply the same logic to their thoughts. I don't understand how women have not figured out to think about it from the perspective of, I'm a woman. If this is how I'm thinking about something or this is how I'm reacting to something, I bet you the men react and think about it differently. It's not the first thing you're going to see. Now, in terms of the actual specifics of it, purposefully manipulating the person you're with by behaving a particular way that you would not normally behave. What do you want to call that? You want to call it gaslighting? Not necessarily. Some people would kind of call it a little bit bipolar. There's a lot of different names for it, but I think the bottom line, I think the name I'm going to use is douchebag. Yeah, that's the word. Don't be a douchebag. Just treat people the way you want to be treated. Oh, wait, we can't do that because that is how women want to be treated. Let's move on to the next one.
Just for all the lover girls out there, I am your leader. Listen to me. When you first get to know a guy, I want you to think about one attribute of his, physical, characteristic, whatever, that is ugly. that you don't even like. You kind of get the ick, actually. Hold on to that. Hold on to that, bitch, because you're going to end up idolizing him. Because we have the ability to love a roach. Like, we just have the ability to idolize and love anything. Hold on to that trait, because once you get into the relationship and you start idolizing him and you start acting out of character and being desperate and needing him, you're going to need something to bring you back down. Like, I always think about how my boyfriend's head is shaped like a peanut. And that just, I'm like, okay, I look like this, he got a peanut head.
I look like this, he got a peanut head. This is yet another subject where I just wonder where women got the idea that this is the way that men want their women to present. Now, you might play devil's advocate and say, well, porn, and maybe that's true, but this woman's clearly had nose work done. She's got enough bronzer on to make her look like she's from Sparta. Fake eyelashes. Her hair is pretty nice. She's presented otherwise decently, except for the fact that there's enough lip filler there to fill my foam mattress. I feel bad for you guys. I really, really do. I'm old and I don't have to worry about this. I've got myself situated in a relationship that I feel very happy with. But for you young'uns that are out there trying to deal with this attitude, where she feels that the way that she looks is worthy of her demeaning how you look, and this is how she looks, I don't know that there's a way to solve this problem.
Date them all. Date them all. Have a roster until one of them don't play about you. I didn't say have sex with them all. I said date them all. Stop falling in love with the first person you go on a date with just because he bought you a seafood boil at Red Lobster and a couple shots of reposado. Okay? Have your roster. Minimum 3 to 5 people. Date them all until one of them give you exactly what you're looking for.
My head hurts. My head. Date them all. First of all, if you thought the last girl was plastic and makeup-y, look at this one. Now, she might actually be a naturally pretty girl. In fact, the girl before was probably naturally pretty. But the amount of gunk, especially on this woman's face, we don't want to touch it. We're not interested. My God, even if you do like that woman, you start kissing her, the film and the leftover schmutz that's going to be all over your lips and your face, it's not pleasant. Now, the whole thing about the roster, we talked about this in one of the last videos. If you meet a woman who uses the word roster, just run. It's not even, there's no other discussion necessary. Just the word roster. If they want to date multiple people, if they cannot describe it as, well, I see multiple people at a time, or I'm going to see a few, I'm going to date a few people at a time. If they use the word roster, they're out. That word just encompasses an entire demeanor, an entire genre of woman that you just need to avoid. I promise you, it's not quite as accurate of a placement with the nose ring, but it's damn close.
Your life will get significantly easier when it comes to dating when you realize this one thing. He is not the one, it is just your time to be with him. Whether that's a marriage, a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year, you can never fully trust a man. And if you ever fully trust a man, please know he will fuck you over. I know that sounds cynical, and you're probably like, who hurt you? It is just the truth. Men are extremely selfish, and if their needs mean hurting you, unfortunately, most of them will. So understanding it is your turn, not your turn for forever, most of the time is your better option. Enjoy your time with that man to the fullest, with the understanding that he will eventually disappoint you and fuck you over. Pardon me. I just had a Diet Coke, so I had a hiccup. When you do this, you will be so much happier. And when things end, or they just progressively get worse and you know that they're about to end, it will not hurt as bad because you understand it was just your turn, and now that turn is over. I hope this helps.
No, really. Who hurt you? This sounds like every man I've ever spoken to and what their thoughts are about women. Now, whether or not that's completely accurate for men or not, the idea that a man in a happy relationship is just looking to eventually screw you over is absolutely bonkers. So, every once in a while, I come across one of these videos where you just get the sense of, what's the word, empathy. Like, some of the things she's saying is a little bit Cocoa Puffs, but you can tell by her demeanor, by the structure of her sentences and the words that she's using, and the attempt at being self aware. You can tell that this woman has recently, very recently, quite possibly the day that she created this video, gotten out of a rather lengthy relationship where maybe things didn't end the way that she wanted to. We've all been there. We've all gotten our asses kicked and thought a bunch of things when we got asses kicked. The difference is now you can turn on your camera and, put your dragon nails on and let the world know. So for this one, I felt bad for her. By the time I was done, I felt bad for her. And I know some of you guys won't feel that way. I understand. But just the idea that you're going to go into any relationship, male or female, where you just are going to know that they're eventually going to screw you over, what's going to happen is that you are then going to project onto every sentence they say, every action they take, everything they do is going to be viewed through the lens of, I know they're going to screw me over. And in that case, everything they do is going to be wrong through your eyes. No matter, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. If you're waiting for someone to screw you over, you are going to interpret all of their behavior as they are fixing to screw you over and lose the nails.
Things I'll never do for a man again. From your favorite 37-year-old, almost 38-year-old TikTok mommy. Let's go. If you guys watch my page and wonder, how does she know these things? It's because I've made every mistake in the book and had to learn how to not make them. So let me tell you all of the things I would never do again. Number one, and I cannot stress this enough, I will never go 50-50 with a man ever again. Here's what's going to happen if you go 50-50. Number one, he's going to have extra money. When men have extra money, they use that on extra girls. If you don't want to believe that, stay in Delulu land, but it is 100% true. Extra money, extra girls.
More money equals more girls. So more money. Wow, I could have like 2, 3, 4, 5 girlfriends because that's what I want to do with what little bit of extra cash I would have left after dating this monster.
Learn that, accept that, don't do that. Number two, I will never forgive cheating. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Forgiving the cheating is his excuse to do it again. Every time. Every time. Number three, I will never let a man convince me he knows what looks good on me more than I know. I.e., makeup, hair, the way to dress. Never. They are sabotaging you. I swear to God. Don't do it. And bonus, never let a man convince you that you are ready for children. If you know inside, I am not ready for this, but he's pushing for it, no, absolutely not. Men want kids like they want dogs. They conceptualize it as this thing, this playmate, okay? They don't understand all the work that goes behind it. I guarantee you, if you are not ready, you're going to be crying yourself to sleep. Actually, more than just everyone is every night, okay? It is very hard. And if you are not ready, if you are not in a place where you can financially take care of that child and do everything on your own, if he leaves, don't do it. This is a trap. That makes it sound like I don't want my kid, but that's not true at all. I love her. She's the best thing to ever happen to me. But I'm telling you, if you're not ready, don't do it. I love you.
Okay, I think we can all kind of see what the situation is here. She got married. She had kids. Maybe she wasn't ready. Maybe she wasn't really interested in having the kids. She feels like the man coerced her. Yeah, I will agree with a couple of things there. Don't forgive cheaters. I'll give her that. I don't want every single video I make to be that I disagree with every single thing that these women say. Don't forgive cheaters. I'll grant her that. Don't let anybody convince you that you're ready for kids. I will agree with that, because if you are not wholeheartedly knowing that I'm ready to be a mom or I'm ready to be a dad, doesn't matter the gender, don't do it. Don't let anybody talk you into having kids. The part about don't let a man tell the woman what looks good on her or what doesn't look good. I'm going to have to call that one out. Most of the time, there's going to be one of two situations. The woman is wearing something way more provocative than the man would, like her to wear, and she's going to give him a little bit of hubbub back. Or look, the guys are going to be honest. Your girlfriends, the women, you ask your girl, does this make me look fat? Nah, baby, you look great. I've been married for 24 years. I've been in other long-term relationships. Sometimes when a woman puts on her clothes, she doesn't really realize how it looks from the back. And you know how she's wanting to look. Now, I'm not saying every time the man is right, but to just completely discard the man's opinion on the clothes that you're wearing and how you've got your hair and all of that, I don't think it's necessarily a good idea. Because if you're in a somewhat decent relationship and you know the man actually cares about you, case in point, my ex-wife was going on a job interview. This was a long time. She was going on a job interview when she had some pants on and she wanted me to tell her how she looked. And well, they were see-through. You could see the entire shape to the point where you could see the design of her underwear on her ass. And she didn't believe me. She did not believe me. And so I had to take a picture and show it to her. And then she was like, oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So as triggering as this woman was for the rest of us, with her boobies hanging out, talking about she's TikTok's favorite 38-year-old mother, she had a couple of things that were not completely inaccurate. Definitely do not take cheaters back. But the part about the extra money being spent on the extra women, that is definitely something that specifically happened to her. And if a guy did that, you're an idiot.
If there's one thing I've learned dating men, it's that doing less will always get you more. Always. I feel like a lot of women have a tendency to think like when you start liking him, you're like, oh, okay, I like him. Let me cook him dinner. Let me see if I can pick him up from work. Let me buy his meal sometimes. You start thinking if I do all of this, then he will see what a catch I am. It's having the opposite effect.
Are you guys starting to see the pattern yet? The first girl was telling your new girlfriend to be purposefully unavailable, to be inconsistent. This one's telling your new girlfriend not to do nice things for you. What I'll tell you about those two in specifics is this: the girl's friends matter. When you meet someone that you're going to date, make sure that the friends that she has aren't saying these things. Preferably, they don't have a TikTok. I know. Yeah, good luck. I get it. But at least you got to vet the friends, because if her friends are in her ear saying these things, she's going to do it. She's not going to listen to what you say you want. She's going to listen to what her other single girlfriends tell her she should do.
You cannot be asking the men that you're dating small things, okay? So if you want them to like pay for your nails and your hair and all of that, I don't start off with that. Like, I'm starting off with big things. First of all, like, you need to give me things. I need to see how like you operate. So how you like plan dates and whatnot. And then during the dates, I will say, I'll preface it like, hey, I just want to be direct. I don't want to waste your time and I don't want mine wasted. When I am with a man, like dating him or exclusively, I expect my bills to be taken care of. I expect my maintenance to be taken care of. You are seen with me And, you know, I do make you feel great. I do that. You can go and see other people. I can go and see other people. And so if I'm with a man, the man takes care of me. I just see it that way. That's the role that men have in my life when they're dating me. And if that works for you, then let me know. If not, then no. I'm just very direct. Like, very, very direct. These are my expectations. Can you meet them or can you not?
Okay, I'm glad this was the last one. Guys, you don't even have to worry about what this woman said. What I will tell you is if you meet a woman that speaks like this, that uses that soft vernacular, and she's just telling you the things that she's interested in, and I'm just going to express run. Just run. I promise you, you're not missing anything other than a stroke, an ulcer, bad credit, and you definitely do not want to meet her mother. Oh, and I almost forgot.